and some people didn't. It was a magnitude 3.3. All right, and they say its actual location was 12.29 degrees north, and longitude, so that was latitude, and then the longitude was 61.65 west at a depth of 5 kilometers. All right, so look at the actual location of this. Right, so that was an activity which occurred this morning. All right, good. How are we looking for time? All right, now folks, I have to tell you about this. This event is one of its kind. It has probably never happened in Grenada before. Chocolate Physique. Use your imagination. They say it is an all-inclusive event. Free drinks. Free drinks. Advance tickets are $80 more at the door. Advance VIP tickets $150 more at the door. And it's going to be taking place at the Grenada Yacht Club Wednesday 24th October, people. Alright, now if all you want to miss the business, that is all your business. Alright, but I believe that will be a good event, given that it is the first time event of this kind is going to be happening in Grenada. I think never heard of one like that. Alright, and if all motivate me enough, I might go and put some chocolate on the business and walk out and step out and then kind of business, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's an event that you just may be interested in. We'll take a short break and come right back.
Listen to what you had to say and turn up the old rules, because losing what you paid for is just wrong. Now, lost data and talk are a thing of the past. Only Digicel gives you unlimited rollover data and talk. Just buy and renew your QuickPick bundle before it expires and keep what's rightfully yours. Never lose what you don't use. Go to My Digicel app to bundle up and roll over today. Digicel.
Final Stop Auto Sales and Rentals, located in Mungay, St. George, is your final stop for all your auto sales and rentals. We sell a wide variety of used cars in mint condition for the best price on the market. We sell all the popular makes and models of vehicles. If we don't have it,
Dwayne and Louisa
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, a new full-length drama written and directed by Christy Riggs.
Louisa, will you marry me?
Boy, you crazy?
I love you, Louisa. I'm serious.
You reach love real quick.
Breaking Out, opening Saturday 29th September at Marisho Theatre and continuing.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me? Breaking Out, a story of love, challenged, tested and driven to its very limits.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Breaking Out, a story of high drama and suspense.
I'm gonna count to 3, and when I'm finished, you should already be walking towards the door. 1, 2.
Wait, so you're gonna just shoot him down like a dog?
Breaking Out, starring Robert White and Lisa Grappy James. Breaking Out, an opportunity for taking out the entire family.
This ad complements Quartz Grenada Limited.
Does your laundry detergent have enzymes to fight stains, remove bacteria and odors while being gentle on your hands? Does your laundry detergent have a natural lemon scent, easy rinse technology, and fabric softener to protect your clothes? If you answered yes, then you must be using Glace. If not, what are you waiting for? Glace laundry detergent is made with a 4-in-1 advanced formula and is phosphate-free, making it safe for the environment and safe for washing machines. Glace. A clean home is a Clace home.
And all you try the Clace now. Listen now. It almost like rejuvenates the colors. It's just perfect for you. Alright? So try the Clace. We've got right now for you the National Report.
Prime Minister clears the air on statements made at recent New York Town Hall meeting. Details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back with the details. I'm Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell says recent statements about the inappropriate use of government resources for personal benefit was not meant to imply that all public officers are guilty of this. However, he says it is important to face the ugly truth that this has been happening and continues to happen across the public service, not only at the General Hospital, which was specifically referenced in response to a question on health. We get more in this report.
In a written statement dated Monday, October 1st, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell said statements made at the recent Town Hall meeting in Brooklyn, New York, were in no way different from previous statements made about the pilfering of supplies from various government departments and the inappropriate use of government resources. He said, and I quote, "This is not hearsay, it is fact, and I have repeatedly shared my concern about the corrupt practices across government. I do not share the view that raising this issue with fellow Grenadians in the diaspora was inappropriate. We call on them to give back to their home country, so we owe it to them to be honest about what is really happening here in Grenada." Unquote. The statement added that there is no denying that there are many honest, decent and hard-working public workers who give yeoman service, often going above and beyond the call of duty, serving the government and people of this country. However, the inescapable fact is that there are also some public officers who use their position to access government resources for self-aggrandizement at the expense of the people of this country. It is the actions of this group of selfish and self-serving public officers that tarnish the image of what should be a noble profession. He went on to state that this wanton disregard for the proper use of government resources puts the entire country at risk and undermines valiant efforts being made to improve the socio-economic status of the country and its people. When resources are used for purposes other than originally intended, he said, it forces additional and unnecessary spending and jeopardizes allocations for other equally important areas of service. Dr. Mitchell added, and I quote, "As a government, we are entrusted with the mandate of furthering the overall development of Grenada. As Minister of Finance, I am personally appointed as the caretaker of this country's financial resources. But it is not a task performed single-handedly. It is with the support of all public officers who are similarly entrusted with departmental financial accountability, and we further rely on the honesty and individual accountability of each public officer. I stand prepared to meet with our doctors and nurses who may have felt personally offended by my comments about rampant stealing at the General Hospital. But I can categorically state that the intention was not to malign all healthcare professionals. I reiterate my recognition and admiration for those who perform credibly, putting the healthcare needs of patients above all else. However, we cannot and must not turn a blind eye to the prevalence of corruption. Acknowledgement is the first step in correcting an ailment. My intention was simply to underscore the detrimental effect of the actions of some, not only in the health service, but across all of government, including the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Customs and Excise, Inland Revenue Department, and the Marketing and National Importing Board, where an inquiry is currently in progress. I must reaffirm my sincerest gratitude and appreciation for all public officers who give good service. You are and will continue to be the backbone of government operations." Unquote.
Minister for Foreign Affairs Honorable Peter David is appealing to international partners to work towards an acceptable country vulnerability index. that assesses the developmental risk of small island states. Addressing the United Nations General Assembly over the weekend, Minister David suggested that this could be done just as the Caribbean Developmental Bank uses vulnerability indices to set terms of its financing. He pointed out that the region's sustainable development faces significant threats from challenges like corresponding banking, de-risking, blacklisting, and middle-income status graduation.
The withdrawal of corresponding banking services to CARICOM member states can be seen as an economic assault that would destabilize the financial sector of our already vulnerable economies. Remittances contribute in real and significant terms to the GDP of small states. In fact, the World Bank has stated that any sudden stop in remittances in economies that rely on these flows could pose significant threat to socio-economic stability. Added to the threat of loss of corresponding banking relationships, we also have to contend with the unilateral and often unfounded blacklisting of our institutions as money launderers and our countries as tax havens.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
The house was shaking. Then started the story here, babe. Crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and Sedera.
Welcome back. A new home on the way for swimmers in Grenada. Lands in Queen's Park have been set aside for the new aquatic center. The announcement was made by Ms. Perron Johnson, president of the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association, GASA, at the start of the 2018 Grenfin Invitational last Saturday. The Invitational serves as the OACS team selection trials for competition in November. Johnson says the new center will be a major accomplishment for the association and Grenada.
I'm just happy to say at this stage that GASA has made good progress in terms of advancing the development of an aquatic center. You would be hearing more about this in the upcoming weeks, but we are happy that we can say, with the presence of the strong presence of the government representative here today, we have the Minister for Sport with us, accompanied by the parliamentary representative, and they have been working hard behind the scene, and they have ensured jointly that GASA now has a land vested in its hands for the development of an aquatic center, and this is a major accomplishment.
Swim teams are currently using the Good Hope Pool in St. Paul's, but have been clamoring for years for a larger facility that can accommodate more teams and international standard training. Minister with responsibility for sports, Senator Norland Cox, says government will continue to support the teams and stakeholders in any way possible.
Swimming is a very important sport, not only for our young lads, but also for Grenada. We know that our young persons have so much dreams. They have so much things that they want to do. And giving them an opportunity to do what they love best, which is swimming, I think that is something that we must be proud of.
The Grenada Olympic Committee also pledges its support towards the construction of the aquatic center.
There is a main thing that we are going to support with, and that is the construction of your new aquatic headquarters. I have taken to our Pan Am Sports Executive Board the plans, and thank God that government had given them the land. Let's commend government. Let's give them a round of applause. Because the first question I was asked is, who does the land belong to? So the fact that the land is theirs, we have sent it off to the Pan Am Executive Board, and they're going to be meeting very soon to hold discussions. And I've spoken with Dr. Maglione, the president of FINA, who is my personal friend, and I hope that he is going to comply nicely with the construction of the aquatic headquarters.
That was General Secretary of the Grenada Olympic Committee, Vida Bruno Victor. That story just brought the curtains down on the national report for today. Now to recap the top story. Prime Minister clears the air on statements made at recent New York Town Hall meeting. On behalf of everyone who made this newscast possible, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for viewing. Until next time.
Alrighty, we want to say thank you to you, Rikisha, and to everyone else who were instrumental in putting together the national report. And of course, folks, you know, as usual, we're going to have some more news for you, interesting news for you. That is tomorrow, God's willing. All right. Now, let me see if I can have. Let me see if I can get the weather for you. Yes, I think I got the weather for you. So let's see what the weather will be like. Okay, so for today, weather expected to be partly cloudy with low chance of some light nighttime showers. Minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves up to 8 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect. Tides were already high. And for tomorrow, God's willing, sun is expected to rise at 5:57 a.m. and set at 5:58 p.m. Now, the weather is expected to be tomorrow partly cloudy with light isolated showers by late afternoon during cloudy spells. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves up to 7 feet in open water. All right. So that's it for us for the weather and for Mikey Live for today. We do apologize for the few minutes late start due to circumstances beyond our control. We're going to be back tomorrow, God's willing. Wishing you all a blessed night. Let's say hello to Shireen, Esther, Trevelyn, Sharon, Melly, Wayne, Deslin, Zaka, Khadija, who are all top of the Esther? Who's Esther again? Kirin, Ala, Joan, Wayne, Sharon, and everyone else. Thomas, Mom, and my sister Lintona. They're watching live on TV tonight. So, guys, blessings. And to the folks on YouTube, we know that you're there. Big up yourself, all right? And Jennifer, big up. Hey, Jennifer, what's happening, Jennifer? And to the folks on WPG10, we want to say thank you for watching as well. Folks, that's as far as we can go. We'll be back tomorrow, God's willing. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja! No. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man. Don't wipe the glass, man. Don't wipe the glass, man. Who bringing the faucets? Hey man, about half an hour now you have the glass in your hand. Let me take a shot now. Stop wiping the glass. Can't stop records. I see. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Be the rum. 6 songs that don't get a jump. Hold me and baby. No if no matter no maybe. When we beat up the, you know the jam never lazy. Energize a bunny. They really do where they call me. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. This one not like brother Tatosa. When we link up with Virgin Sosa, he give a new man overdose. Don't apply, them can't come run ya. Move, let me take a shot of the same rubber tabai. Don't hug me glass, I say. Move, they come to fly. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Be the rum. 6 songs that I get a jump. Hold me and baby. No if no matter no maybe. When we beat up the, you know the jam never lazy. Energize a bunny. They really do where they call me. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. This one not like brother Tatosa. When we link up with Virgin Sosa, he give a new man overdose. Come to fly, them can't come run ya. Move, let me take a shot of the same rubber tabai. Don't hug me glass, I say. Move, they come to fly. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Don't wipe the glass. Watch it, they let me pass. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Don't apply, they calling them. Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? You wanna put a ring on the wrong bottle? Who bringing the faucets? Don't wipe the glass. Who bringing the faucets? Can't stop. Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets? Who bringing the faucets?
Somebody like to play job, but he doesn't play job. Somebody like the head pad, but he like we head.
Show me where the rum there. I'm beating it like a hungry. Got me a fountain. I still up here in a mountain. Only a hunting. I only run like I want it. I want it. From the time I reach it home, I just taking a shot. Soon as I land down, I day up in that. Job a be little Aljo and he taking a bath. You know the job high, but you know they are no crap. Cause anywhere the rum there and anywhere the drum there, a little bit of girls say we day up in that. She run just like a pumpkin, and blast her like a pumpkin. She told me that she love me, girl, playing your smile. She no drinking that kind of soup, hey, hey. She fishing nice and she fish, she keep girl away, hey, hey. As I get a jam, you know I gonna don't play, hey, hey. And I walking girl, and I walking girl, and I walking girl, and I walking girl, I don't fret. Show me where the rum there. I'm beating it like a hungry. Got me a fountain. Up here in a mountain. Only a hunting. I only run like I want it. I want it. From the time I reach it home, I just taking a shot. Soon as I land down, I day up in that. Job a be little Aljo and he taking a bath. You know the job high, but you know they are no crack. No, they are no crack. Gimme, gimme. As you see a London, gimme, gimme. I black just like a phantom. Gimme, gimme. The job come out from Gotham. Gimme, gimme. Just gimme, gimme. Show me where the rock there. I'm beating it like a hungry. Got me a fountain. Up here in a mountain. Only a hunting. I only run like I want it. I want it. From the time I reach it home, I just taking a shot. Soon as I land down, I day up in that. Job a be little Aljo and he taking a bath. You know the job high, but you know they are no crack. No, they are no crack.
Sights, Apex Jones. Boy, every year they trying all kind of thing to stop the job. They say no reptiles, no chain, no mass, but that could never happen.
They cannot stop it.
No way.
They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? They cannot stop it.
Never.
They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? Bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila.
Over years I realize they don't want the job survive. More they try to fight us down. More job to go come in tongue. If the job don't have a chain, that could make the job insane. When you see we dress in black, ain't no way of stopping that.
They cannot stop it. They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? They cannot stop it. They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? Bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila.
We done had the oil already and finished paint up the posy. So how they could want to stop it when the whole wide world just love it? It's job to be come to play, so don't come and bother way. We blacking up any day, and job is yet to stay.
They cannot stop it. They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? They cannot stop it. They cannot stop the job. They cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? Bibilim, bibilim, bibilim.
over years I realize they don't want the job survive. More they try to fight us down, more job to go coming down. If the job don't have a chain, that could make the job insane. When you see we dressing dark, ain't no way of stopping that. They cannot stop it, they cannot stop the job, they cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? They cannot stop it, they cannot stop the job, they cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? Bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila, bibilim, 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 bibila. They cannot stop it, they cannot stop the job, they cannot stop it. How they go stop the job? They cannot stop it, they cannot stop the job, they cannot stop it. How they go stop the job?
Pick up the real job, the Lafayette job, Mount Rich job, St. Paul's, Bedmotor, Windsor Forest, Yo Glen, Adrian, Tito, Poodle, Slum, Jackson, Compare, West Point.
No stand up, no stand up, babe. Keep it real, man. Keep it real, man. No stand up, no stand up, babe. Keep it real, man. Keep it real, man. Job, no stand up, babe. All a girl just jam on the girl. No stand up, babe. All a man just take a play. Job, don't tell me that you don't see how the boom boom far. Yo, man can see that. All I make everything look good. You get trouble, can't touch the food. Tell woman no business. You have a man, she have a man. Just understand, nobody no business. I drinking anything, strong man with a Heineken. I drinking anything, stand up like a mannequin. What? Don't say nothing, hold a buckle of Listerine. Girl, don't say I mean, I beat it up like a tambourine. Job, don't stand up there, hold a girl and just jam on there. Girl, don't stand up there, hold a man and just take a play. Job, don't tell me that you don't see how the boom boom far. Yo, man can see that, all I make everything look that. You get trouble, can't touch the food. Tell woman no business. You have a man, she have a man. Just understand, nobody no business. What's happening? Women just in a panty string. What? Look at that scene. Them girl exposing everything. Yo, just look at that. She played mass with a booty cat. Just repeat that. She played mass with a booty cat. Job, don't stand up there. Hold a girl and just jam on there. Girl, don't stand up there. Hold a man and just take a play. Job, don't tell me that you don't see how the boom boom far. Yo, man can see that. All I make everything look that. You get trouble, can't touch the food. Them woman no business. You have a man, she have a man. Just understand, nobody no business. I drinking anything, strong man with a Heineken. I drinking anything, stand up like a mannequin. What? Don't say nothing, hold a buckle of Listerine. Yeah, don't say I mean, I beat it up like a tambourine. Job, don't stand up there, hold a girl and just jam on there. Girl, don't stand up there, hold a man and just take a play. Job, don't tell me that you don't see how the boom boom far. Yo, man can see that, all I make everything look that. You get trouble, can't touch the food. Them woman no business. You have a man, she have a man. Just understand, nobody no business.
And yes, my heart is heavy, and I just wanna get it off my chest. By any means necessary, I celebrating heavy, cause I don't know if I'ma be next. Cause me grandmother tell me before she go, when your daddy gone. And then the Bible say, one day he will come, so let thy will be done. But as long as I have life, I say celebrate, cause so many people gone away. I don't know when my time will come, so I celebrate. If you happy to have life, let's celebrate, cause so many people gone away. You don't know when your time will come, so let's celebrate. Celebrate party, no, 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 like we on our last breath, we on our last breath. Celebrate party, no, no, like we on our last breath, we on our last breath. Put your hand in the air now, take a jump with your friend now, cause you could see them today and then tomorrow they gone. Nothing that you could do when your time is due, and then your name called. There's no more you and you gone. Grandmother tell me before she go, when you're dead you're done. Yes, I believe it. And then the Bible say one day he will come, so let thy will be done. So let thy will be done. But as long as I have life, I celebrate, cause so many people gone away. I don't know when my time will come, so I celebrate. If you happy to have life, let's celebrate, cause so many people gone away. You don't know when your time will come, so let's celebrate. Celebrate party, no, 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 like we on our last breath, we on our last breath. Celebrate party, no, no, like we on our last breath, we on our last breath. The other day my brethren bury, and yes my heart is heavy, and I just wanna get it off my chest. By any means necessary, I celebrating heavy, cause I don't know if I'ma be next. Cause me grandmother tell me before she go, when you're dead you're done. When you're dead you're done. And then the Bible say one day he will come, so let thy will be done. So let thy will be done. But as long as I have life, I celebrate, cause so many people gone away. I don't know when my time will come, so I celebrate. If you happy to have life, let's celebrate, cause so many people gone away. You don't know when your time will come, so let's celebrate. Celebrate party, no, 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 like we on our last breath, we on our last breath. Celebrate party, no, 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 like we on our last breath, we on our last breath.
The street that is attached to the bridge is called Queen Street, right here. Attached to the main street, which is Queen Street, is Diamond Street. It's going on this road. Okay, Shah is back. At the junction is the police station. This is where we're going to launch our first attack, right here. At the end of Queen Street, the medical station. This is our second attack. This here, C4. According to the Oxford Students Dictionary, the word rampage means to leap or prance about as an happy animal. Rampage. To be free in every way, your mind and soul freed. Rampage, 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 rampage. So I get in a rampage, 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 rampage. When I drink me devil juice and I reach on the damn stairs, so I get in a rampage. So we get in a rampage. When I touch you with the one time I start to play, nah, this will not bother me. Know me and me friend them, meet up in the band then, drinking cup of rum and singing rampage, did you want them? Know me and me friend them, meet up in the band them. Just look out for my say anytime we get rich. Hear me now, you say we too wild. If you can't play my say you too fragile. From grown up to child, from we hear one mass you don't start to smile. Once you go end up in a session, you know we lay in and bring the ballot, let me vote for them. Well consider me mass them. Well left side, right side, start jump up, yes, sham room alone in a man cup, get gun bad, so we ain't camp up. Look no trouble, get no hand up, just them want to wine and bend up. Them like it hard and slip up. My God, my Lord, rampage. When I drink me devil juice and I reach on the damn stairs, so I get in a rampage, so we get in a rampage. When I touch young in the band, what time I start to play, nah, this will not bother me. Know me and me friend them, built up in the band then, drinking cup of rum and singing rampage, did you want them? Know me and me friend them, built up in the band them. Just look out for my say anytime we get rich. young like Jet Mary Jet. Rampage. When I drink with devil juice and I reach on the damn stairs, so I get in a rampage. So we get in a rampage. When I talk on the bad watch, I must go play that. Listen, not bad at me. Know me and me friend them. Beat up in the band then. Drinking cup of rum and singing rampage, then you want them. Know me and me friend them. Beat up in the band them. Just look out for my say anytime we can reach. Hear me now, you say we too wild. If you can't play my say you too fragile. From grown up to child. From we hear about mass, we just start to smile. Once you go end up in a session, you know we lay in and bring the ballot. Let me vote for that, man consider me mass them. Well, left and right side, start your bomb, get sham room alone. In a man come get gun bad, so we head grand pop. Look no trouble, head no hard work. Just them want to wine and bend up. Them like it hard and stiff up. My God, my Lord. Rampage. When I drink me devil juice and I reach on the damn stairs, so I get in a rampage. So we get in a rampage. When I touch young in the band, watch I must go play that. Listen, not bad at me. Know me and me friend them. Built up in the band then. Drinking cup of rum and singing rampage, then you want them. Know me and me friend them. Built up in the band them. Just look out for my say anytime we can reach. And when we reach down there, reach down there, reach down there. Watch a crazy mass we go play, we go play, we go play. And when we reach down there, reach down there, reach down there. Watch a sick mass we go play. Through the breakaway, hold on to rampage. Damn stage, rampage, rampage. Watch a master go play now, this do not bother me. Friend them.
Troublemakers, rum drinkers, job players, all them stressers.
Bank workers, carpenters, public workers, all plumbers. Start to get trouble, start to get trouble. When we start to get trouble, we go with some trouble. Start to get trouble, start to get trouble. When we start to get trouble, we go with some trouble. Get trouble,
Get trouble,
get trouble,
more trouble,
get trouble,
senseless trouble,
give some trouble,
more trouble,
get trouble,
plenty trouble,
get trouble,
job trouble,
get trouble,
floor trouble,
give some trouble,
and rum trouble.
Lion pork, Juve morning go be skills and tricks. Job in Brazil, Olympics.
Come and see live. Kieran, you what's going on? Okay, good. Come. Watch it. And he's in front. And he's getting it. And he's going. And he's going to win. He's in front. And he wins. And he wins.
Girls, anytime you do it, you make the snake speak. The way you bend and hold your feet, feel like it wanna sting it, sting it, sting it. When we drinking strong rum, well, there we ball. Youngs, guns, and you know what to. Job rolling with a big snake in a crocus ball. Job you love too much, girl, I said not at all. Bend them over like dog and hook them hard. When we drinking strong rum, well, there we ball. Yo, pop, job up.
Your mash works.
Who goes there?
Job is a kind of man people don't understand. Job is a kind of man. Something in the motor beside the vessel. Something in the motor beside the vessel. Something in the motor beside the vessel. Dumping all the water inside the vessel. He get put, he clean. Donkey in the cane, he tired, complain.
stop that.